Yes, I'll. Okay. Going live in five, four, three, two.
We good?
Yep.
All righty. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. And we kind of got the first glimpse maybe last night or this morning that the seasons were actually changing, right? So over the weekend, we had a lot of interesting things go on weather-wise. So we had like super windy on Saturday, and it kind of took all the leaves off the trees. It kind of was like a little short. So we had all this autumn that was going on for us, and then that wind just like took all those leaves, and then it dumped it, and it kind of was on the ground, and it gave everybody an opportunity to clean up all those leaves over the weekend, maybe on Sunday. So I hope that you had a great weekend. Personally, my weekend was amazing. I had a lot of really interesting things happen, right? So a lot of great things happened personally and business wise, and I'm super thankful for just kind of the life we have. We've been blessed with a lot of people around us that are really, really good people. And sometimes in life when you need something, there's a person there who steps up, and that's really important, right? Whether that person's your spouse, whether they're not, whether it's in a business situation, whether it's in personal, whatever that is. Sometimes you just need something, right? And I hope that you, as an agent, have that person. And I want to make sure that we're here for you as brokers. And Sean and myself view us in that regards for each one of the different agents that work with us, right? And so if there's anything that you guys need, and it's important, make sure that we're one of the first people that you consult. It does matter to us, and we want to be those people that are there for you when that time comes. So we'll see what we can do for you. So thank you guys very much for joining us this morning. We have a great action-packed show for us today. We have Stacey's notes that are going to be coming up, and she'll tell us how last week was and the week in review. And then we are going to have producer O is going to join us, and we're doing a live segment directly with him. And with that, we'll be showing off and discussing with him all about Diwali. So he's coming in live, and we're doing this cultural exchange. So I think that'll be pretty exciting. So kind of stay tuned for that. There's a lot of different things going on in this area, and we all need to be better, right? We need to understand exactly what's going on. We need to know what these customs are all about so that we can be better agents and better assist our clients. So we'll do that, and that'll be live. He's on here with us, and I'm super excited about that. And Sean is returning, so I'm super excited to get to see my wife tonight. She got some business completed in Montana, and they'll be jumping on the plane and coming back this afternoon and getting in super late tonight. So hopefully she'll be right back here tomorrow. I'll slide over just like a little bit. She'll fit in, and she'll be here, and the show will be much, much better tomorrow. But without further ado, let's go ahead and close down. Oh, I was supposed to show something else off. Hang on, before I hit that, in Mike's notes. So I was talking about the fall and how things change and like kind of what goes on. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe producer we're going to go ahead and show the other screen, and then we'll show off the picture here. So I was kind of a little like, fall, I really wish it was just warm. So at least myself, I personally love when the temperature is really warm, and I like that. And then yesterday it was getting colder, and I was kind of like, oh man, this isn't my jam. And then this morning, I realized, life is kind of like a yin-yang. Yin, yang. I don't know exactly how you say it. Maybe somebody can chat in now, if Mike said it right the first time or the second time, right? So anyways, this is kind of what we get with life here, and I didn't realize that. So life gives you something new. When the season changes, it takes away the heat, and then it brings you the cold. And then with the cold, we get off the lake, we get a little, I don't know, what would be fog, and then we get a sunrise. So with each of these different seasons, we might lose some things that we really like, and then we gain these other things. So I hope for you that you have a place that you can sit just like this, and as something changes and is taken away, that you get something new that replaces it. Anyways, just a little personal sharing from me to you. Let's move on. Hey, Stacey. So we really need to know what happened last week. I hope we had a nice, productive week for us sales-wise, and I guess we'll all figure out. Stay tuned.
Morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. We've done some rearranging here at our house, and while my treadmill behind me looks like it's going to fall on top of me, it's actually really far away, and so I'm not sure why it looks so close. Another fun fact about me, if you didn't know, I love Charlie Brown and the Peanuts gang, hence the Snoopy calendar on the other side of me. Our dog is actually named Lucy, and her official name is Schultz's Lucy Van Peltz, after Lucy from the Peanuts. So there's another fun fact for you guys. We had a great week last week. I'm so excited to share with you. So Monday, November 9th through Sunday, November 15th, we had 4 contracts turned in last week. One was turned in by Malcolm, one by Susan, one by Hannah, and one by Shauna. Congratulations, you guys. Way to get those things turned in. And can't wait to see what happens next week. So for closings, we had 2 closings last week. One was Hannah's and one was Shauna's. Looking at the calendar, we have a lot upcoming this week and next week. So I will be really excited to share everything with you guys in the next couple weeks coming up. But I'd love to have some more contracts close out the end of the year. So I can't wait to talk to each of you guys this week. And little challenge. Let me know one thing you're going to challenge yourself to do by the end of the year. So shoot me a text or email or give me a call and let me know. I'd love to hear it. Have a great day, you guys.
So Stacey's consistently into these different things where she likes to challenge and push herself, and that's super impressive. So I'm glad that she's kind of challenging us. You know, it's always fair, like, hey, I do this, and, like, you do that. Like, the person that likes to give and receive is equally as impressive. So I really like that. Stacey, I hope you stay safe with the treadmill. You're looking amazing after your 100 days of straight working out, and the office does look nice. There's some type of tie-in that the Peanuts have to maybe where we grew up in Binghamton. I can't remember exactly what it was. So chat in now if my sister Amy remembers exactly what that is, and that will give me some feedback on what the Peanuts are all about. So, yeah, I forget about that. So let's move forward and say thank you to Stacey and hit the next topic. We'll close that one and have a great week. didn't hype it up way too much, but it is definitely Merch Store Monday. So I hope you guys are all excited. Megan put in some effort for you, and there's some new swag in the merch store. So we'll go ahead and chat in that link, and then maybe you reply back and put in the comments what's your favorite merch and what you'll be purchasing soon. Each week, Megan's going to be refreshing this and putting some new items in there, and some of them will be with your brand. Now, if you don't have your brand properly completed, then we can't put it in the merch store. All you have to do is send that all over to Megan, and she'll get it completed for you. So let's take a spin through the merch store. Who's excited? Hey, oh, there we go. All right, so as we go ahead and tour through the merch store, we're going to see some different things. So it's weird where they end up putting some of the items. So I don't know how we change the alignment of them, but as we kind of scroll down through the different items in the merch store, then we're going to see there's a bunch of stickers. So a lot of people have stickers put in the merch store. So you'll notice your stickers are probably in there. You can go ahead and get those. And in addition to that, we have, one of my favorite items there. If we stop there for just a minute, we got a few awesome ones on the screen. So we have the Shauna socks, which are, I'm sure, going to be flying off the shelves. And we'll get some of those in for sure. The kids will definitely like getting those in there as a Christmas present. And then we have the Producer O. So he has his own sticker in there. So if you want one of those, like I did, I just put one on our fridge. Then you can go ahead and pick one of those up from the merch store. Probably should bump the price up on those. They're going to be pretty valuable. Collector edition for sure. And then we scroll down and we put some mugs in here. So a bunch of the agents have mugs on them. And then one of my favorite items that I want to definitely purchase is the Shepherd pillow. So if you want to lay your head right down and just be looking at Logan all night, then that is an option for you. That pillow is just, I don't even know the price from here, but it's well worth it. Then we have some additional stickers there and the Shauna beanbag. So if you cannot get enough of Shauna and you're like, I need a beanbag with Shauna all over it, then now you have that opportunity to purchase that. We have a bunch of those different things there. And we have shirts and jackets and whatever you kind of want. We'll put your swag all together for you in the merch store. And it should all be at cost. So we're not making any money on this. Occasionally Megan just puts an additional charge on there for you guys and ups the price. I think she's taking that money and putting it in her piggy bank to buy extra swag. But I'd love to see something on there with Megan in the very near future. Megan, you pick it out. And let's put that in the merch store. So big thanks to Megan. And let's see what else we can do. I think we should get to our next topic, but be excited about Merch Store Monday. Get your order in soon. I think there are, I was just looking, I think there's 142 socks left with Shauna's face on them. So those will be flying by. Make sure you get yours before they're all gone. Supplies are limited. Act fast. Let's go ahead and close that topic. All right. Hey, so Diwali. Did you know that just happened? I actually had no clue. So on Friday, Producer O reaches out to me and he's like, hey, Mike, this is what's going to be going on. And he explains it to me. And we always like doing these cultural exchanges where we go ahead and bring him on and he tells us more about that. So what I want to do is, without further ado, let's bring on Producer O, Omkar, and we'll have a good discussion about kind of what Diwali is. So thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you always informing us of these type of things. And go ahead and tell us a little bit about it, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me over here, Mike. And it's always a fun to have attend this, this and that. It's one thing that I have been behind the scene, but over here it's more fun. So, anyways, getting onto the topic that we have for today, Diwali. What is Diwali? So, as you could see on the screen, it's the festival of lights. That is what I wrote for as the topic. Why is it called the Festival of Lights? So, according to, there is a long story behind that. There is stories and stories of that. But the overall overview of this is due for positive omens to appear in praying for them. It's a thing that we light the diyas. Diyas is a small uh, uh, a lamp or something like that, and we light them to bring on light in the lives. It's supposed to be a good omen. So that is what we do. And we have a small video that I found on YouTube for how Diwali is celebrated over here. It's from Varanasi. Varanasi is a state in India, where like a place in India wherein the holy rivers Ganges, as you might have heard from wherever, flows through, and it's supposed by Hindu mythology that at the very end, people go at this place to attend moksha, which is eternal life. So yeah, let's get onto that and let's see what the video is all about.
A day to celebrate hope. For it is hope that gives us a reason to unite. A reason to look beyond. For it is hope that reminds us that the good will win over the evil in the fight. And it is hope that helps us see that even in the deepest darkness, in the end triumphs the light.
I spoke about yeah. So in over here in this video, what I spoke about, Mike, was what we saw over here is how Diwali is actually like. It was just a glimpse. Basically, it was lights and how people light those diyas and how
Disney Plus,
it is
Hulu,
exactly.
and ESPN Plus.
So how do you I am sure that there are many Indians in the states, and mostly what would be happening is they might be celebrating those festivals, but from what I'm guessing from your tone is uh, not a lot you don't understand a lot what is going on behind it, like what the significance of that festival is. So do you have any question on why is it celebrated or something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. We, from our perspective, there's a very very sizable population, and we see things on the outward symbols that I would see. Right, are lights that people put up around their house, maybe like at the front entry or something like that. I don't really know exactly what goes into it. So I see it and I'm like, oh, it's Diwali, just because that's what it represents to me. Maybe similar how like a Christmas tree might represent that to somebody else, right? But then they don't actually know what's going on behind the scenes, because I'm not like personally invited to those events, and I don't exactly see what's going on, but very big population. So, and they definitely are very, very proud. And so, yeah, like it's very impressive.
Yeah.
So is that something you said? What exactly did you personally do?
So it's it's a huge festival. There are a lot of things that we do. So most fun thing that I think about is we prepare sweets. Like my mom usually make sweets, and we consume a lot of them. That is why maybe most of the Indians you might have noticed are, healthy and fat. So it's because of that same reason that we eat whole, like sweets and all that stuff. And in this, 5 to 8 days, we consume a lot of food. So that is why it is. And uh,
Does it
the
have anything to
next
do with
thing,
the harvest? So, like
uh,
Thanksgiving has some roots for
mhm,
us, which is coming up in, I don't think it's this Thursday. I think it's next Thursday. Chat in if anyone actually knows when Thanksgiving is, because I actually don't right now. And, but our Thanksgiving has to do with kind of like a harvest in the fall coming to an end and like seasons
mhm.
changing and being thankful and each of those different things. But it's kind of like a harvest type time thing. Is there anything to do with
Yeah.
that with Diwali?
So it's so mythologically what the significance of that was, to burn down all evil, evil that exists within us. That is why, like, uh, it is symbolized as fire, like lighting up those, diyas, burns out all the evil that is present in the surrounding. So it doesn't directly relates with the produce or something like that, but it does, like, has a philosophical significance.
I think it actually may because so what it might have to do with like harvest type things is sometimes to regenerate the soil, you'll have farmers or ranchers who will go out in the fall and they will burn the field. And when they burn the field, it brings back new nutrients and it, replenishes the ground. So, there might be some type of
Mhm.
thing kind of behind that. It's weird how there's always some basis in it. I know there's like religion there, right? And those things, but all these things kind of come from somewhere,
Mhm.
and pretty interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe go ahead and we'll share just a little bit more, and we'll show off like this side camera view so people can kind of see behind the scenes. So Omkar has a lot of things that he sets up for us on a daily basis, and what we'll do is go ahead and show off the behind the scenes, and you guys can see just a little bit more of kind of what goes on. So we're going to switch to camera two, which is right over here now, and we go away from the green screen, and then over here behind us, you're going to see quite a bit of stuff going on. So you see the traditional monitor setup we have, and up top, I'm actually listening to music in here. I don't think the microphone picks it up, but I'm listening to Post Malone right now, and that's kind of what's going on. And then behind me, we have Omkar's, right down there. I try not to look over at him, but the purpose of why he's there on that screen is because we're actually in a Zoom meeting. So the way that the Zoom meeting's working is the Zoom meeting is projecting him as a guest on the screen. And then so he's back there, and then the software that we're utilizing is capturing his image from the screen. Am I explaining that right? How about you help me through this? Why am I even talking, Omkar, when you should be speaking?
So basically, what is happening over here? This whole setup might look a bit confusing, a bit overwhelming, I must say. So the screen, like you see over here, which you could see me onto, is the screen which is getting recorded as well as projected, and getting copied into the software that we are using, and it's getting projected real time onto the screen. So basically, what we do is just place this video from over here from screen, number three to the software, and we pick that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. We have some overlays on them, and we have a green screen, which makes it look somewhat appealing. And yeah, that is how it is. But a whole lot goes behind, this happen. So yeah, and over time we have got we have made a sizable amount of progress. And yes, what do you think about that, Eddie?
Yeah, no,
Like, how do you feel
it
about it?
makes it a lot easier for me. So there's all types of things. Like, so we control the lighting because I realize like the lights are different at different times. So we turn the lights off and we go to different scenes, and he can control that from there to kind of see what's going on. And we switch back and forth so we can kind of know what's happening. He controls it live from where he happens to be sitting, which is really kind of ridiculous. It blows your mind that he's moving the computer and doing this all on my machine from where he happens to sit. And we're able to have this cross-cultural exchange right now and discuss all these things. And like, I don't know, he's really pretty cool. Hey, chat in your YouTube channel. So give a plug for that, because everybody should really get to know you just a little bit more. I don't even know where to look. So give a plug on that.
Yeah, I'll put that down in the description.
Yep. So he is, I believe, I am Omkar D, right?
Yeah.
And he has his channel type travel channel thing. And he kind of leads with this thing. I got like in this wormhole of watching all of his videos. He's actually really pretty good and impressive with it. And he has a catchphrase. So I have like the point that I kind of lead with, right? And people are always like, why are you pointing? And Omkar leads with, hey, it's your boy Omkar. And then he like gives the time and he's like, it's 8:40. He'll be like, it's 9:09 on Monday. And he'll tell you like something that's going on. So he's got a really cool way of doing things. It'll get you to know him just a little bit more. So give him a check there at I am Omkar D, right?
Thank you.
Hey, no problem at all. And I think we should kind of end it there. We'll continue to do stuff like this. Give us maybe a thumbs up if you're a big fan of learning more about different cultures so it can help you in the real estate business. Give me maybe like a what the heck? That's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And thanks for showing that off, but screwing up the video. Omkar says, man, we had a great video going and you had to screw that up and put the two topics together. I apologize for that. I got a little excited. I don't know why I did that. My bad. It should have been two separate topics. But anyways, let's go ahead and say thank you to Omkar and move on to the next topic. And we'll go to that's a wrap, please. All right, so we're going to wrap that bad boy up for today and put a bow on it and hopefully get Shauna back in here tomorrow and the show will be much, much better. Hope you guys had a great day and hope you learned just a little bit something, right? That's the whole idea, is for TNT for you just to pick up enough that you're better tomorrow. And that's what I strive for personally, to be better each day and to continue to build. If somebody asks you for something, a great question back is like, how's this going to help you out and what can I do for you, right? And to listen and see what you can do. I'm very, very grateful. There's a lot of people that care about us out there, and I hope that I'm able to do that and return that to everybody else in the very near future. Thank you guys very much for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow on a Shauna Tuesday. Maybe I'll have the socks on. I don't know. See you next time.
It was supposed to be done in 1 next day. Many stimulus from many ends. What I did is build up even Shana and then try to replicate that with just view. And like most of it is copied, but so most of it is global setting. So, but I guess with desktop audio and music, it's like global. So just for that. plug that in, you have plugged that Elgato in the internet or directly. How is that plugged in? Or do you